It's one of them days. Feel good.
I can't sing word for lick, but who cares?
Right, still try. You laugh.
Yeah. You ready, Kay? I can go in? Yeah. What to do, y'all? It is y'all girl, Ladybug HBIC, and we are here on Friday at 7 p.m., a little later for Ladybug After Dark. And of course, it's me and Miss
Me. We in here. I can't see me. I see me. It's gonna show later.
It's such a delay. But anywho, we supposed to have our guest, and her name, y'all, of course, y'all know her is the Happy Baker, Miss Pam. She's on her way in to see us, hang out, which we really do like. We do like visitors. We like company. We love visitors. Yeah, we like company.
That's the good vibes. Like Pam, she got good vibes.
Yeah.
What is she? Happy Baker?
The Happy Baker,
yeah,
right?
You gotta be happy.
See,
oh yeah.
Remember, she was like, "That's happy." I do happy.
We ain't gonna get high no more. We gonna be happy.
We gonna be happy.
So
that's what it is. But today the topic is crime of passion. I'm not sure if y'all understand what crime of passion mean. Okay, so let me just go in and tell y'all what it means. But of course, who I am, it always reads differently for me.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so crime of passion. We're gonna get right at it, and I'm gonna tell you where I'm coming from or how I came up with that. Okay, so a crime of passion is a crime that has been committed under extreme rage or emotional disruption, commonly referred to as heat of passion. Something that provokes the defendant who is in heat of passion commits the crime. Crime of passion in popular usage refers to a violent crime, especially homicides, in which the predator commits the act against someone because of sudden, strong impulse, such as anger or jealousy, rather than as premeditated crime. So it's a premeditated crime, and I get it, but no, I really don't get it. Because if it's a crime of passion, you're not premeditating killing nobody. You just got so mad in the heat of the moment, and that caused you to really lay hands on that person. And most of the time, it's our men. When I look at it that way, right? It's the men.
Don't think before you act.
Yeah, it's the men that have you out here running him over.
Boy, I see that too much of that,
And it's actually a story that
they get abused too.
Yeah, it's actually a story that I want to go into, but I want to put it to y'all on another level. When you say crime of passion, right? For you to let yourself get so emotionally detached that it gives you a rage to want to murder somebody. My question is, where is that same passion? That same exact passion that you get from anger because somebody just hurt your heart. Where is that same type of passion for God? Like, why can't we be that mad to feel that way? Not that mad, but why can't we have those mad feelings to serve God? You get what I'm saying? If I can put all this energy into harming somebody, killing somebody, why can't I put that same energy into focusing on learning who God is to be a better be a better servant, to be a better you, to understand your journey or what's set for you. And
because I just think it's more of acting out of emotions. When you going through something, the rage come. It's like sudden. It's fast. It's not something where you get. Most people have time like and think for real because it wouldn't happen. Most people, if they really can think, that's why they try to tell us that. But it's hard when you feeling that rage.
I just think that if we can feel that way about God, that type of rage for God, oh, wouldn't we be some beautiful creations? Wouldn't this world be so better? Wouldn't things just come to you as you need them? And I think that a lot of times that because of what the world has become, a lot of things have been like, oh, you can have, because I do think God is a jealous God sometimes. If you can worship somebody more than him and he has given you everything, he absolutely knows and he feels some type of way about that. So he's going to take it from you. You know what I mean? He's going to give you, and I feel like maybe that person loved that person so much. You know what I mean? And God saw that you was worshiping this love. You was worshiping this person. It's beyond just loving him and going to look out for him. It's now that you worshiping this person. You know what I mean? You are into this person. You're not even thinking about, let me pray, let me get on my knees, let me thank God for this. All you worrying about is this person, whether male, female. I want to get up and cook for this person. I'm gonna go to the shop. I'm gonna do this, and then you start going to church, and then that becomes okay. You want to worship this person? Let's see how far this person can get you. You know what I mean? Or let's see how far that this particular, I gave you this job, or I gave you this career, I gave you this blessing. Whatever the means is, I feel as though that we should have more of that passion. It should be a crime of passion for the things that you have been blessed with. Right, you get what I'm saying?
Like put more energy into God, like putting into the earthly things,
these earthly things,
these temporary relationships, Like you're saying, like with the woman and the man, like, she want to just be all up under him, or she ain't even going to church.
Not even going to church, not even thanking God for this man. Thank you for this great relationship. Yeah. Let our relationship, like, we need to add you into this relationship. You get what I'm saying? Like, let's pray together. Amen. Something like just so that God can keep that from being a crime of passion. You get what I'm saying?
Man, I feel without God, it's nothing. Really, without God, it's not going to be a platform. It's not going to be a foundation because you built on nothing. Like, we need God for everything. And he's starting to make people see that too, though.
Yes.
He's starting to wake the world up, I believe, at least for me.
I feel like he's definitely showing, the Bible is definitely coming in in fruition. Yeah, it's starting to move forward. And if you can think about, like, and it's been like that for the last, September 11th was the first sign of Revelations.
What does that mean?
Like, remember when the Twin Towers fell and the planes fell and all that, it's September 11th in New York. The towers fell.
What is
in the Revelations, it said that the world would be 2 silver birds would come out of the sky. 2 planes fell. You know what I'm saying? All the buildings collapsed. All those people lost their life. And it says that in Revelations. You're going to have 2. If you read Revelations.
I've been reading it. I just started 2 days ago.
If you read Revelations, everything in Revelations has so far came, like with Corona.
That's what I was just thinking. Corona, like, they're saying things that's happening now. So, because it might not be happening, because I was the way, when I'm reading Revelations, it's making me think like, oh, I'm going to be dead and gone by the end. You get what I'm trying to say? But then when I'm reading between the lines, it's starting to understand, like, hold on.
It's telling you what things to look out for, and it's telling you, like what I was telling Kay when she did her show on Wednesday.
We shall be blessed for reading it. That's what it says.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
At the beginning of the whole book, it says you read this book, you're gonna be blessed.
I sent the message to Kay and told her that the Bible is the basic instructions before leaving Earth. It's so true. That's what Bible means. The basic instructions before leaving Earth. When you get into Revelations is telling you more so of the prediction, well, what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's in our future.
That's going to happen.
Yeah.
And so far, I want to say at least 5 or 6 things have happened that's in Revelations,
like the Antichrist.
I feel like then Corona was like it talks about there's a sickness that's going to come across everybody, and God's going to start taking his chosen one once that sickness or plague takes over. And what did we have? Corona. And a lot of people passed away from Corona. He took a lot of his angels. And I want to say something about that. When I think about people passing away, how many people have been passing away, I feel like God is rebuilding his angel army.
Yeah, he getting all his people. What is it? 144,000? 144. Because when I was just reading Revelations last night, not even trying to just bring it up because we talking about it, but it was saying that like some of the people that's dead,
these is his soldiers.
The 5th ones. Yeah, it's like a 5th seal or something, but I forgot what it's called with an M. But when they revealed, they were like the souls that died, you know, from worshiping him. They waiting to be judged. They like how longer we got.
I feel like he is really rebuilding his angels.
He ain't dead.
And I'm glad that my son is one of his angels.
You think about it, and the people who sell their souls, they don't get to die, right? And if it's like a spiritual warfare,
they get to live and really barely have troubles.
So if it's a spiritual warfare, then it's like you pass and you got a possibility of becoming part of God's army. But if you sell your soul, then you sold your soul to the devil. So now you on that
if you
side.
Pass without repenting, it's over.
Oh yeah,
you better repent, but we don't know when we're gonna pass.
I think that's why the devil goes so crazy on the world, because he got to build his troops.
Yeah, he needs fake troops that.
And also in Revelations,
with him, it's true.
And in Revelations, it tells you in so many words that
people all the time they don't believe in God.
They don't. Hell is earth. Hell is going to be earth. So once God comes, like if you ever shoot like the stories, like for instance, Kay took it back to a story, and this was a story that my mom taught me in Sunday school, right? About Judah. Judah was the man. Judah was the man. He was the man that went out there and defended his honor. Whatever God had a problem, that was his hunchman. Go get him. Like that, go get him. Take care of him. Judah did it. Judah went. God needs that same army that we was reading back in the Old Testament. He is doing it again for the New Testament. And Revelations is telling you. And if you really read Revelations, there will be a war. And at the end,
it's World War III.
At the end,
what you think?
Hell will be earth, because it says that they said it's going to go into flames. This place will turn into flames. You get what I'm saying? If you ever realize, it was fires in California or Canada that burnt for 6 months.
They doing that.
6 months.
They can, this world, because they're gonna. He says in the book they're gonna perpetrate it. They're gonna perpetrate everything that's in.
And what I tell you, Kay, when I sent that to you, and you was like, "I've been know about it," that the government is taking over weather control. The government is going to control when we get rain, when we get snow.
We already had the weather control machine since like the 1930s. It's supposed to be used to avoid storms, which obviously is not, because we have Katrina and things like that. So how are we avoiding stuff?
Well, this machine apparently that they got now, because technology has evolved. So this machine has evolved, and this machine now is lasers. So this laser shoots up to the satellite that's in space, and this is what causes it. And when they shoot that laser up there, it's gonna, and it's, oh my God, this was so in the movie, because they shot the laser up to the sky. But when they shoot the laser up to the sky, the people that lives up there, that's what is going to determine whether we're going to have snow, whether we're going to have rain.
What? No way with ladybugs.
I don't even believe
Give me the article.
I don't even believe the clouds real. So honestly,
I'm gonna send you the article and read it.
Because that's what that weather machine does. It creates clouds.
And then they make the weather, snow, rain.
So when you send it into the outer space, there's a globe out of space. There's a satellite in space that literally some astronauts live on.
You know what I think?
You believe that?
It really is.
But it's like you never know what you think you know. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like you will never know. Like at the end of the day, you could be like, "This is it," but it's like we don't know.
Yeah, like so this satellite. I don't know if y'all remember the last time that they tried to send, and the spaceship blew up. It's spontaneous combusted when it hit the atmosphere. It blew up, and they was trying to change
Like
out
the
the
firmament.
people. They was trying to change out the people on the satellite. So they were sending up a new crew. And when it got to the atmosphere, it just blew up.
So it hit
It never went through the barrier. It blew up when it was trying to go through it. And
is that because it's like you can't get past?
I don't know why
it can't get past the firmament.
But the satellites can. But it's just one of them things.
But it's like, is the satellite there? Because if that one blew up, like,
but there's people on there because back in 1970, if you go back and you're on YouTube and you go back to 1970 to see the spaceship that made it to the moon. When it made it to that moon, it also that's where the satellite is. It sits outside of the moon. And so I think they said like every so many years they switch out the crew. So you only really hear about these spaceships when they fuck up. But this is something that they do. And my thing is, they were saying it was mechanical. My thing is, it's just y'all done did some shit and y'all not trying to, like y'all done did something. I swear the government does so much stuff. They throw rocks and hide their hands so
that's why like, you don't never know what's going on.
So much because they tell us
with TV. I really do.
It's just so scary because you just don't know. I think
they
cover
about
it
it from whoever say it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know. So I think everybody lying. I don't believe nobody.
In 1980, there was another spaceship that crashed, but it didn't get off of NASA. Soon as it took off, and NASA, as soon as it went straight up, it just blew up. It didn't even make it off of land. And then they had this one.
Where was that at?
NASA. It was in Arizona, the desert.
Did people see it?
Yeah, it was a bunch of people. And it was like, man, in 1980, it was like 1980 in the 80s or something. Right, you know, a bitch is old. So it was all on TV. They was like the satellite going up into space, it's going to the moon. All the white people was out there. They had the little ribbons. People watch their family member get on the spaceship and everything, and they clapping. Big thing on TV, watching it. And the people get on the spaceship, right? And they doing a countdown. Everybody sitting in their living room or whatever, watching this countdown because the spaceship is going out of space.
I think I remember
going out of space.
The Challenger.
I don't remember the name.
The Challenger, and it was people in this boat that blew up.
And it blew up before it got out of NASA. And these people stood there and watched their family just
die,
blow up.
But do you know? I gotta talk to people in Arizona.
That's crazy. It's just like, I don't believe it.
I don't know.
There's an Area 57 in Arizona.
But is it like that's how I am with everything?
Let me tell y'all something too. There are 10 places in the world that you cannot
go to. I think I know.
Cannot go to. And one of them is an island. They got people on the island. And when you come trying to come up on the boats to their land, they kill you. They don't find out what it is what you want. They don't find out if you're trying to give them something. They don't care. They kill you. And it's nothing. I believe the French, the French people protects this island, so they can kill people and nothing happened to them because they don't want nobody to come on that island. It was an explorer, and I watched that on YouTube. It was an explorer who went to this island to try to give them things, give them food, give them stuff
because they was white.
And when they got to that island, them people came out of nowhere and killed them. They don't want to have nothing to do with humanity. They don't want none of our gadgets. They don't want none of our money. They don't want none of our development. And you know why I think it is? Because they feel like, let me tell you, if it was something on that island like gold, oil, something, I think the government would have went and killed them people on that land. So clearly it's nothing there. You get what I'm saying? There's nothing there that we could use because we would have came and took it.
Bullies, yeah, America is bullies.
It's bullies. They would have went
That's
there
why we
and took it.
Something, like, government is bullies. Like that's
oh, it's my turn.
Yeah.
So
you ain't even hit it.
I did. I was hitting it. So so there's somewhere. It's a couple of places that you cannot go to, and I just be like, man, why couldn't we be like that? Why can't we be one of them places that you just cannot visit?
This.
I want to live in one of them places where you just cannot visit.
We need help. Somebody.
Yeah, I'm not ready
somebody
to go somewhere.
Need to visit us. Somebody need to visit
let
us.
us know it's more out there.
Because we are a place that nobody visits.
Everybody comes here.
America.
No, like
yeah.
good people who helping, like trying.
Yeah, they eating off of us. They ain't helping. That's why we fucked up.
You know what I'm saying? Like somebody need to come here.
That's
somebody.
why America's turned down. Got too much going on.
It's but like, they gonna recruit more
too many
slaves.
bullies.
Mm-hmm. They gonna recruit more slaves. You can come in here.
Yeah, work hard, pay taxes.
Yeah, they living on an island. They ain't like. Can you just imagine? Like, I thought about that. Like, man, they know how to do that. They got water. They growing their own vegetables. They going fishing for their food. Mm-hmm. They probably built huts. And it's like, what language do y'all speak? You get what I'm saying? Like, what do y'all talk?
They probably speak the real language. Let me shut up.
About to ask you, what's the
ain't no real language.
They probably be right.
They probably got leaves for clothes. Like I want to
pictures on the wall.
And I'm like, it make like they like
nah for real. But if you think about it, every language is a picture. If you think about it, every single language is a picture.
This is crazy.
Yeah, that is funny. It's crazy like that they like that.
But
like,
I be feeling you be saying stuff like that. You be like, we should just all go somewhere and put up a wall and just. And I'm like, I feel lady, but I be looking at spots.
I think I might do another code.
Yeah, another code. Yeah, it's like, I'm telling y'all, my brain works so differently. Like it works. I'm truly left-handed. They said left-handed people think
I was left-handed, and they told me that they made me start writing on my right hand. Girl, you might be on to that. You might be on to something. Let's go.
They're trying to take it away from me. Like, hold on, let me. Sorry, guys.
But I heard that though. A lot of back in the school days, they would make you change from being left-handed. My mother told me that when they tried to do that to me, she told them, "Don't change my baby. Let her write with whatever hand she want to write with. She want to hold it in her left hand. Let her write with her left hand."
My mother was like, "They said you're not supposed to write like this." So like. But I'm ambidextrous. Sometimes I catch myself being ambidextrous. Good. I be driving with the left hand.
I always drive with my left hand. I broke my left hand. It's my dominant one.
You right-handed though?
Yeah.
Oh, that's like.
But I'm left-handed. This is the one I do everything important. But so this is what I write. Too?
Oh, okay. You do your stuff with this one. I got
but
you.
Then my left is like I carry my purse. This is my important arm.
Yeah. This is my unimportant arm, so I wear my watch on my left hand.
Oh, wow.
Like that's what I learned working for like retail.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I broke
you put it on the hand, you ain't doing nothing with.
I still do everything with my left hand. I even sleep on this left side of the bed.
My left is my strongest side
too, but I can sleep anyway.
Yeah,
I've been sleeping on my back lately. That's so weird.
I just been like. But it's crazy. Like, because if I want to go to sleep,
just sleep like.
And don't even realize you can sleep. Like, wake up.
No, I'm serious. Like I just sleep on my back. Oh shit.
I know. I'm making sure I need that. Yeah. That was hilarious.
Yeah, it's on live.
She's talking about.
I know.
I just be like.
Lately, anyway.
Nah,
sometimes I can't sleep on my back.
For the last couple of days, I have been tossing and turning. Like I don't know what. Like, see, look, this is what I'm talking about. Sometimes we get out of like it's just weird with my body. I don't know if I'm going through the change of life.
Ooh. Talk about
change of the weather.
Like, okay, the crazy part is everybody that's my age, even my mama, I call her. I'm like, how do you know when you're going through the change of life? Oh, I don't even remember. Bitch, you remember. You remember. Why won't nobody tell me what are the signs to the change of life? Because I think I am going through it. Like I asked my sister-in-law, like, how you know you going? How you know when you went through the change of life?
What you mean the change of life? Elaborate. What do change it like?
Hot flashes, cold
Oh,
flashes,
God.
your period go. You know,
Menopausing? You think
yeah.
you
Like
going
I
through
think I'm
menopause?
starting that. Like, but don't know
Don't
all the
speak it on
old.
yourself,
I'm.
girl.
I don't want it. That's why I'm asking these people. Like, how do you know if you're going through the change of life? And then they give me this bullshit ass excuse. I don't even remember. Bitches, y'all remember. I know y'all because I'm remembering. Like,
Because you thinking this is that.
I'm remembering.
What you starting to be hot and cold, irritated?
Irritated. And let me tell you, Aunt Flo came September 23rd. She did her little 3-day visit. I was down for 2 days. You know, the last day, that's when I started back door dashing. The 4th day, you know, just listening. And then by the 5th day, gone. Good. Boom. I'm back in the flow of things. Moved around, but still, you don't have to wait on, you know.
Mm-hmm. And she came back.
Then she came back. Like, she was just here 2 weeks ago. What is going on?
Oh, yeah.
What is wrong? Like, no.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
shit.
but if you are coming because it's going to be
Maybe.
your last time, I'm all for it, bitch. Come on.
Maybe,
But
yeah.
what is the change of life? Like, and then you look online, Google just scares the fuck out of you. Like, oh.
Yeah, I'm tired of Google.
Oh.
I already got bad anxiety. I just said I'm not going to Google University no more. It's weird to have an outlet over there. It just be the worst. Like, why would you just say outlet? Like, it shouldn't be that. Like, yeah, Google crazy. But I do like Google in a certain way, though.
Google is like you got YouTube
Google.
University and you got Google University, but Google
TikTok.
Google be scaring you scaring the hell out. Look, shit, TikTok starting to scare me too. It's a lady on there that talks about boils, right? Like ingrown hairs. I don't know if like some women get it, some women don't. But it's like for me, when I get to like when it's Aunt Flo coming, I'll get a boil. It could be under my underarm, it could be like in my chest, and it just be a boil and it'll hurt. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then it might hurt for like a couple of days, and I never forgot the name of it. But it comes to be found out that it's not a sexual transmitted disease. It's not something that's hereditary. It's just that
like a cyst.
Yeah, but it'd be a boil because it'll leak. It'll drain.
So like your lymph node?
No, it'll be like under
just
my
like a bump.
Yeah, and then it just gets bigger and bigger.
Put like a hot water egg on it,
and then all of a sudden it just start leaking on its own, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? The girl was like, it's a dermatologist thing. It's just the odds was just not in your favor type thing. Like it's not hereditary. It's not an STD. The odds just wasn't in your favor that you got this. Yeah, like
I know what you're saying under their arms and stuff.
Like, and it's like or it'll be in your inner thigh. Like that's the worst when it's in your inner thigh because you gotta walk and it.
I done had a boil too because my stuff rub. I think because we thick thighs. You know, I used to, but I ain't had one in a while. But I know what that means. I'm like, why my leg hurt?
Why, like, what is going on?
Like right there.
Yeah. But so good. We went from crime of passion to talking about the world. But I definitely do want to get on this CHRISEAN thing. I was trying to wait for Miss Happy Baker to come back. So
I think she here.
But let's listen to some music. Let's get into some music. Oh, wait a minute. Before we go into the music, I'm gonna ask Kay if she could pull up Diddy's new album.
Oh yeah,
Diddy's new album is fire.
I like some of the songs. I kind of stopped playing it because I was working, but most of the ones I played was on. They were like old school. They
gave you that little
feeling back.
Can I get your reaction to a different song?
Sure.
Yeah, what song?
All right, I'm gonna give y'all the headphones. because I didn't bring the speaker.
Didn't we have a phone? We was listening to it.
Hey, Miss Pam.
And
We're
we,
about to do
and
music
we will be right back, and we're gonna introduce y'all. Look, she ain't even a guest no more. We
No,
gonna
you gotta like
the
share
family
it.
is going.
Y'all gotta share it.
The family is on
Yeah.
her way in, so we're gonna take a music break while we get her situated and settled. Okay,
Yes.
and we're gonna come back with that cHRISEAN. I was waiting for her to get here, so we could talk about this cHRISEAN.
That was so much.
Yeah.
Too much.
Hurt your heart, don't it?
Yeah, like it was one video I had to cut off. Like I can't even take no more of this.
I was up to 2 a.m. on that with that.
I'm
Yes.
here fading it in, and it's not even on. I'm messing up.
Okay. Don't you like Kate voice? What I told you? She sound like Sister Soldier, don't she? Oh, y'all gotta hear this. It's fire.
I like this.
They can hear y'all talking.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's fire.
Oh yeah. We like this.
Just like
y'all.
this. Hey, how hard would that be with y'all two making a song?
Ladybug always talking to somebody on the song. I'm with it though. I'm always with it. Let's do it.
Because Money Hungry Bitch, she gonna talk about how she came up, right? You know, she really a gangster. She be trying to act like she
I
ain't
ain't
no
no
gangster.
gangster. I ain't no gangster, but don't tell me.
She a sensitive gangster. Let's put it there.
Too funny.
So you be talking,
It's my demeanor.
and then Kay can come through like, you get what I'm saying? You got your,
Yeah, I love spiteful writing. Like what? I don't write.
and then
off
she
the
like
spite.
your backup, like your, you know, like your,
I do all
Oh,
type
you
of-
mean I like?
You get what I'm
like
saying?
A play.
yeah, like
That's
she
how I
over
know
here
you.
talking
That's
about.
just
Yeah, I ran something. I ran up on these niggas, or these niggas thought they had me. Da 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 da. And then Kay come in and be like, "But they thought they had you," or something like that. You get what I'm saying?
I'm always like,
Like-
right side.
Yeah, like it's
I'm
like a
trying to-
play.
I'm trying to picture what she said.
Basically, it's just two different perspectives, like how you would spit on it, and then I just come in behind you, like how I would spit on it. But she feel like it would blend good.
Mm-hmm. Like she like y'all
Well.
together. Like you like don't take that. You
Yeah. I love you. Get
Okay.
seated. What are you doing?
I don't know. I'll see what.
Welcome.
Let me turn y'all mics down. And then I'm gonna bring y'all in for the next song, and then you let me know how much music you want to play. Can I move this? Because you're not showing it.
Yeah, we ain't showing it.
Yeah, in the bag though.
Let me hit you.
So how was the butter?
Oh yeah, girl, I like that, but it had me high as hell. So-
Girl,
Oh, I like that honey, cause baby,
Hold on, ask her again.
I was with my at work and I made some
Ask
tea.
her. You want me to ask
How
her?
was the butter?
How was the butter, girl?
Good, but the honey was better. I like the honey.
I got some more honey.
That honey,
Girl,
yeah.
And that
I was
lemonade
knocked
for you.
out off that honey, but it was good.
Miss Pam, I got my little ingredients over there. The
What?
vegan butter, the honey, the
Oh.
olive oil. I mean the avocado.
I see you eating some honey with.
That was her honey.
This one.
What song is that's not you?
This is
I like-
YP.
Okay. You want to hear YP?
Yeah, we can listen about this.
Can we turn this up?
Yeah, I listen to it.
Oh, this ain't in the camera then.
Mm-mm. Kay got to adjust it for you to.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
How you been?
Oh no,
Miss
it's about to be in
Pam?
the camera then.
do.
It's fine though.
Um,
Remember, we sip, smoke, and talk shit.
yeah.
Love the ponytail.
Oh, thank you. I had to put the fro up.
I love it.
Man, I want a fluffy fur.
Such a delay.
I was gonna say it's delayed, right?
Mm-hmm.
The field. You want me to slide over?
Come on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let me close. Y'all want this open?
Huh.
You want this open?
Oh,
Yeah, it feel good to me.
I'm gonna close it a little bit.
I was gonna say maybe we could just put
Because I was waiting for this to get quiet. Well, basically to turn some music on so I can. This is really good content, y'all. Like, y'all are hilarious.
Yeah, we are.
Y'all are hilarious, but it's like a really dope perspective because of like, you know, it's a grown woman talk. And you being really, it's really like what it's supposed to be, your show. Trauma bonding and stuff like that. But it's very entertaining. Like, I can't wait to edit this. Y'all got me crying over here.
Oh, speaking of edits, you edit? Do you let people pay you to edit?
Yes, I would
Okay.
love people to pay me to edit.
I was just talking about that. They said, you gotta learn how to edit. And I was like, you know what? My job is so easy. I really could, but I actually hate editing and I just don't want to do it. And I would rather pay someone else to,
Yes, what? Absolutely.
to do it.
Come along.
Yeah.
I do.
All right.
How many songs y'all want me to play?
So after this, we're gonna come in and then we're going to recap.
Ooh, that's my
Yeah,
song.
and introduce.
Yes.
Sing it.
You don't know my name.
One thing Tammy's gonna do is cover Meg. What? She's like,
Which one made you stop? He started naming them. Which one made you stop?
No, when the mom, she had started crying. Not when he was, it was when the mom, she started talking about it and
How people think how she talked about it, put it out there like 2 years ago.
yeah, it was so much, and I'm trying to catch up, and I'm like, okay, so I get it, like the 5 of them molesting him.
Mm-hmm.
Then when they started talking about how they was like, oh, you gotta suck, like covering his mouth and shit. That's just insane.
mm-hmm.
Yes.
Cause it feels like they lucky I can't sing.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Yes, you can.
I hate when people be telling me I can't sing. Like, listen, just because you don't think I can sing doesn't mean I'm not gonna sing. Okay?
Right.
Exactly.
I can sing.
You can sing.
Like, that's your opinion.
Yeah. Round and round and round. Sing it.
Oh, hey.
Will you ever know? Y'all moving this hookah or no? Because I need to set my phone in.
No, it's supposed to stay right here.
Okay. And the mic. I think we
We getting packed in here, y'all. Oh, wait a minute.
Ooh.
You don't know our name.
At
Y'all know
all.
our name.
Not yet.
So he must have was tipping her.
Hmm.
He was testing her because she come like, you don't know my name. Like, you must not know who I am.
Okay.
You must not.
She made a whole song.
What it do, y'all? It is your girl, Ladybug HBIC, and we are back. Ladybug After Dark, and we have our guest who just pulled up on us. I can't even call her a guest. That's family, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, of course,
time.
we're going to introduce ourselves. And, to my left, we got,
Miss Meek.
and then we got our family.
The Happy Baker.
I just love that.
Hey, I love that.
I love that. I just love
Makes me just
Thank you
it.
for having me back.
Yes, we definitely missed you. So, how's everything going?
Good.
I see. Did you? Let me get this. Let me before we get into this. Well, let me ask you this because I really like them kids. Did they come here or did you go there?
Oh, Bicos Mana. No, they came to the USA. We actually we were in Nashville. They went to Nashville.
If you don't know about these kids, these are some singing kids.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Like, they're very positive.
Very positive. I love them. They are so positive. They are so happy. They're so thankful. They're respectful. They're grateful. So shout out to Biko, Mana, and Mafundo.
And they'll keep them, stay there because you don't want us to taunt that.
Yeah, they're really dope. Like they play all types of instruments. They're so young.
How were you connected to them?
My people's actually connected me to them. So it's just like when they come to the US, I kind of like just whatever they need me to do. What you need to do.
So
feedback.
I don't know that stuff off of hand, but I've came across them on my feed maybe 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And so I've been following them, and that young lady can blow.
Man, listen,
she can blow.
She is so talented, but all the kids really are, right? But Biko can sing. Like I literally every time I hear her sing, I cry. Because even when we went to Nashville, and it was just so dope to like Mafundo, he made a little beat. He was just playing around on the guitar, and they ended up taking that, and then they created like a whole song from it. So they're all talented. Like, yeah. And then, but a lot of people think that he just dances, but he doesn't just dance. Like he can sing and stuff too. But my people's actually, I don't even know how he found him, but it was just like he found him.
Like your friend.
He's a like creative director and manager and all types of stuff. So he found them, and then he introduced me to them, and then that's what it was. And I, by the grace of God, I got to go to Nashville and like meet them. So that was really, really dope.
I just want you to pull them up for.
Huh?
Pull them up for.
Who?
Oh no! Show it to me later.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So that's awesome.
But next time they come,
I want to. Because I definitely do follow them from them just popping up on my timeline. But they're starting to. Well, when I found them, they was on TikTok, and then eventually they made it on. Started to become a trending thing on IG. So and now they're on YouTube. So they're definitely starting to be.
Yeah, and I think that, and that's a shout out to Bobby too, Bobby Express. He actually helps, like he's like a content manager too, so he can build your following. And I really watched him like literally take them from thousands of followers to millions. So
this is what I'm learning right now.
The content, it's all about content. Like put that out there, and so
it works too.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
I need some content.
Yep, it really works. You just gotta know what you're doing.
That's just
and really and get the right people behind you too. That's really want to see you grow and really want to help you build your brand and not try to like take away from you either.
Yeah, that's definitely. See, I just want to be behind the scenes. Like I'm one of them people. I can be in full front. Please, I'd rather be behind the scenes. I'd really rather be behind the scenes. But when I do need to talk to you, it'd be good. But let's get into this cHRISEAN Malone situation. Now, if you don't know me, and everybody don't know me.
What situation though? Because she got a lot of them.
She got a lot of situations.
But can we call it her situation?
Basic the whole
it's her family because like go ahead, finish.
She got a situation from Blueface.
Oh,
she got a situation. Now, when I say situation with Blueface come. Okay, I'm sorry. Blueface comes with baby mama, 2 kids, crazy ass mother, crazy ass producer, Blueface being a narcissist, all of that. And then you take it to cHRISEAN still trying to find herself in a mix of that situation, and she trying to get herself out of that situation. And then you go into the family. There's 12 of them. So her and her brother is, I guess want to say 11 and 12. So she's 11 and her brother is 12. So, and I'm gonna say coming from Baltimore.
Cause you from Baltimore too, right?
Yeah. Kay from Maryland. She ain't gonna say Baltimore. Kay gonna say Maryland. But she from Baltimore too. I'm gonna say she not. If me and Kay was back in Maryland and Kay lived where she lived and I live where I live, it would probably take me 25 minutes to get to Kay.
She's lying. Okay, she is lying.
Okay, how long it takes for you to get PG County?
Yes.
To the Inner Harbor?
An hour, 45 minutes to
It
an
does
hour.
not take you
Yes,
an
yes, it does.
hour.
And don't let it be traffic like
Because I
DW
could
Parkway.
get to Tyson's Corner in like 50 minutes.
To
You
Towson or Tyson's Corner, because one is in
Tyson's,
Virginia,
yes,
one is in
Tyson.
Baltimore.
Like you could just take 285. It's gonna take you straight to Tyson's Corner. Like you won't go past Six Flags or Great Adventures. I don't know what they're calling it these days. You won't go past that, and then you're gonna get to Tyson's Corner, and it be
I don't know.
good
Anyway,
hour.
being from Baltimore and cHRISEAN, no man, no, it's okay. We cousins.
Is that city that bad?
No, it's nothing wrong with it. I'm just we are different. Baltimore has its own culture.
It's just a little inside.
We have a separate culture, different accent. Like it's just different.
She more DC.
Yeah, I'm American.
She Maryland. Now you see how pretty that sounds, Maryland. Don't that sound like some place you want to go and visit? Maryland sounds like a place you want to go and visit,
Baltimore
see
like
some nice. Yeah.
No, we say Baltimore.
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 You funny.
So cHRISEAN grew up in the city, right? This generation, as I always say, this generation is so much different from my generation growing up, because even though, it was city and county, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It was still one of them things like we could catch the bus and go down to the inner harbor and without your parents. Like we would get on the MTA and we would get subway station, MTA, take our asses right on downtown, and that would be that. You would party all night, fireworks, especially on the 4th of July. Everybody was at the inner harbor. That was just like the place to be, right? cHRISEAN and them, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different. So growing up in the city, because when you think about it now, maybe the last 23 years prior since she's been born, they took away our rec centers, they took away the playgrounds. There's no swings on the playground, there's no basketball hoops on the on the hoop. There's none of that. They took all that away in the city. So what does that do to your kids? It gives your kids nothing to do but to get in trouble.
I don't mind. It's a devil's playground.
So
bust somebody's window, y'all.
Yeah, this is nothing to do.
And as much as I hate to say that in Baltimore City, we have a real bad drug junkie, homeless whole situation going on. And that's just me being truthful, because I could say, oh, y'all could come visit, go down to Inner Harbor, it's gonna be nice, it's a nice place to go, but it is really bad when it comes to drugs, homeless, and junkies. Okay, my dad was definitely a product of the drug epidemic. He was definitely a product of that environment. So I came up in the era where my parent, now I had one good parent and I had one parent that was in the street. So whenever I say my dad was in the street, I let people think what they want to think. But when I say he was in the street, my dad was a straight up junkie. I used to go and look for my dad. Like I used to go find my dad. You know what I mean? Especially when I got a car. I used to always go find my dad, spend some time with my dad. I was really a daddy's girl. But my dad had problems. My dad got his life together when I was 23. He got clean and whatever. And then once he got clean, he found out that he had MS. My dad, after he found MS, he wound up passing away. Boom, that's that. So cHRISEAN grew up with a parent that was still stuck in those streets, okay? And her mom had kids from being in the streets, but she had one particular guy, I want to say was cHRISEAN dad, that I don't know if he fathered a few of those kids. I don't know. But she pretty much, to make it long, she piddled the post. She was in the street. She was also, taking in foster. I'm not sure if it was foster care or if it was just somebody that knew her that took her in. you know. That led her to go to Anne Arundel County, which is, I want to say that's Fort Meade. Yes, it's Fort Meade. Oh no! Sorry, people. Apologize.
Please don't interrupt the show by adding your own soundtrack. Remember they used to do that in the movies, like, please don't interrupt the movie by adding your own sound effects. Meaning, turn your phone off.
I apologize. So, these are my look. Allegedly, I'm just giving you the tea of how Baltimore is. Maybe you can have a little bit more compassion for our young sister, just knowing just a little bit of her background, where she came from. She was definitely a survivor. She had to fight. She lived probably pillow to post. She knew that going home was not a good thing. And then she always kept her little brother close to her. That's who she looked out for. You know, everybody else had Petey. So there's on YouTube, there's a video of her talking to YouTube, talking to her fans, talking to herself, talking to whoever. And she was upset about this particular thing. And she started talking about her sister. I'm not sure if that's 3 sisters up, 1 sister up, 2 sisters up, but it's her older sister. But I'm not sure what order that the sisters fall in. Okay. Now the one that she's on baddies with, this the one we talking about, which is Tasiski. But they call it Tifa. Her name is Tifa.
Okay.
So
she's the Tifa is Tasifi.
Yeah, Tifa is Tasaki. Okay. And then the one that's on there is China, which is the oldest sister. She the oldest of everybody.
But she ain't on the show, is she?
No, but that's the one that's on YouTube that's telling the story about her son. So boom. So Chrisean, you know, on this thing talking about how she don't have anybody. She wants somebody. All she want to do is be loved and have a family. That's pretty much the gist of that rant. And she talking about all my oldest sisters got their families, got their husbands, got their, you know, whoever their significant others, and they struggling. They trying to survive. She said, and then I had one sister that went to jail, and I don't know when she's coming out. So I got to fend for me and my brother. And then she said, then we got Tifa. You know, Tifa, I got to deal with her stuff because she the only one that I don't have anybody. She's all I got. Bit, right? She lived with, that's what she said. That's all I have. And I just want her to love me, but she wants to tell what's actually going on, but she doesn't say what's going on. But she's, you know, pretty much going around like, so I left, you know what I mean? So she said, and I left, and you mad about me leaving, but Petey left too. What you got to say about that? Why Petey leave? So she's telling you years ago, or maybe a year ago, a couple of years ago, she's telling you that this sister ain't right, and she really don't have them type of feelings for this sister, right? But she has to deal with her because that's all she has, right? But she says, I just want to be loved. That's it. I just want to be loved. I just want a family. And she said, I have a lot of family, but I don't have no family. So boom, she goes to college. She gets into college or whatever. And that's how she came on to meeting Blueface from being in California. So however that situation went. But before she met Blueface, she was on TV. She was doing these athletic shows, kind of like this show was like a ninja warrior type show where she was jumping over hurdles, swinging on, like she was real athletic. She used to play football. What was that show called? Wasn't it Gladiators? Something Gladiator. She was on that. Yeah. It was something like, but she was on that. So she won that. She won that show. Somehow or another, she got into Blueface house, and that she had to fight for whatever it is that contest was. She wound up winning that, and I think that's how her and Blueface became closer. That's when she lost her tooth or whatever. And then
I think she took her tooth out.
No, she was at that house. I'm not sure if Jaden came to the house when she found out that Chrisean
it was there. Like a Blueface had a flavor of love or something. Yeah,
something like that. Yeah. The girls had to fight for him or something. But apparently Jada.
But what it was like Jada, I guess, was like okay with him doing the show, but him and Chrisean like created a bond.
And she saw it.
And she saw it was like, you know what I'm saying?
To the house. Yeah. And then something happened where as though Chrisean got hit in the mouth with the door or something. And that's how her tooth came out. then after that, so it was hot and heavy. That's when everything just hot and heavy. She making music, she doing videos. People see how crazy in love she is for this boy. Da da da. You see the toxicity. Da da da. I'm making this fast, right? See all the toxicity. Y'all see all that. I ain't going all into that. So, boom, we come around to the pregnancy, right? So, what they went through, he wanted to keep the baby. He didn't want to keep the baby. He talking about she slept with this person. She didn't sleep with this person. He was like, he didn't want to have nothing to do with it. She wound up keeping the baby. So that's when they broke up. Boom. That's that. Then you come into after the baby is born, and then baddies come out. Now you have her sister that's on baddies. But you can tell that the way that she treats her sister is like, I deal with you because I have to deal with you. Right? It's like, I deal with you because I have to deal with you because you're my sister. But what you did is kind of like what you get from her. She don't really want to say what it is that her sister did, but it's like, what you did. But you my sister, but I'm gonna deal with you from afar, right? So she had on the show. Everybody's like, do you want her to be on the show? It's like sometimes she wanna be mean to her, but then she's like, it's my sister. Because it's like, no, I don't want on the show. Yeah, give her a ticket. Yeah, give her a ticket. Like, go ahead and give her a ticket. But I really don't want her one, but give her a ticket. So, however, they had some type of plot going on. And by her being pregnant, these girls was trolling her on social media. She wanted her sister to stand up and smack the girl. Because she didn't. Because
they were soft, though. Come on now.
So her sister was like, I don't want to. Yeah, so she was like, she's soft or whatever. So
that was sad.
So something happened because when you watching Zeus,
Sean just threw something at her.
But see that Zeus added a lot. So sometimes the footage that they give, you be like, something happened before that, but you don't see that footage. You just seeing the aftermath of whatever happened when the cameras wasn't rolling,
right,
or they was down. Kind of like how we do when how we just be going and then turn something, it's like that. So something transpired, okay, that made her flip on her sister, or made
she felt like her sister should have just hit on and it wasn't all that talking. She felt like they violated her.
Yeah, that. But then her sister wound up having a talk. She wound up having a talk after that. But then something happened.
But she had her own reasons though. Like, I gotta go home and think about that with my conscience.
Yeah, and then something happened.
This girl that's skinny ain't even really looking.
I'm gonna be a bully, right?
Yeah,
I get that.
I was trying to be a bully.
But something after that happened between the sister and Natalie. You get what I'm saying? Because then
she jumped in the beef. She jumped in their personal beef. Natalie did.
Natalie did. Yeah, that's what that. But they wound up talking about that. You get what I'm saying? It's these stuff cutting out. They don't be putting all this stuff. Yeah, they don't be putting all of it in. So you gotta really like think about you gotta go to, but you gotta put puzzles together. So boom, they was mad about Natalie jumping in because Natalie was like, okay, so I didn't tell you that part. So on Crazy in Love, the show with CHRISEAN and Blueface, she had her family on that show, right?
I've seen that clip. I keep up on Hollywood a lot. They post them all the time. On Crazy in Love, when her family came, they had some type of talk, right? All the sisters came, not all the sisters, and maybe one brother came. Mookie in jail, the little brother's there because he always with CHRISEAN. So something transpired where they had this conversation, and I want to say, I think that they had that round table discussion. And that's when the touching shit came into play. Because on that show, they was calling themselves having a family meeting so that we can squash all the beef. Let's just move forward. So I think that that's when the touching came, which triggered CHRISEAN, because on that show, you could tell she didn't want to fuck with Tifa. Tifa kept trying to hug on her, kept trying to love her. She was like, I didn't even want you here. She wanted to make her sister stand outside, but they like, that's your sister, let her in the house. So she really didn't want Tifa to be there. And then Tifa got drunk. And then Tifa tried to fight her while she's pregnant. And then the other sister trying to jump in the middle from stopping Tifa from trying to fight for Sean. Dad got hit?
No, Dad got hit on season 1 of that's it. Yeah, but that's the dad that sexually SA these, the kids. So now I'm like, I don't even feel bad for Blueface punching the man in the face because he the one that was touching, allegedly touching on these kids. And the nephew is all types of messed up. And I believe him
Mhm.
because I believe the nephew because he's so attached to it. And every time he tells the story on somebody different platform, different live, it's always the same story.
Well, really,
nothing changed.
And on his name is Tristan. So
Yes.
shout out to Tristan.
Mhm.
He don't go on people's platform. If you look at all the videos, like he even said in one that I had watched, one that you sent,
Mhm.
he doesn't save his lives.
Mm-mm.
He's not doing it for clout.
Mm-mm.
A lot of times people are screen recording his live.
And we were doing it. He said,
And
y'all the ones that's bringing this back
Yeah.
up. He said, I try to forget this.
Yeah.
But like I said, on Crazy in Love, whatever that conversation was,
Mhm.
is when that trigger started.
Yeah.
So now this is the downfall from that, just that one episode, but it's been going on for so long, and we just catching like 3 months. We 3 months behind.
Or
So
like
yeah,
3 years.
Yeah,
Like,
we
2 years.
behind.
Yeah.
So we just seeing everything play out. And Krishan, like it's a show. None of that shit is real because I feel like Krishan got her house and she came and she finally got that peace. You get what I'm saying? When she got her house, she got that peace. She got some sleep. She's entertained. Yeah, she's entertained. She paid her rent for a year. That's how you know when somebody done been through some stuff, and when they finally get a place, they ain't trying to lose nothing. I'm paying this bitch for a year. I know for a year, I'm good
too.
Yeah, I know I'm good. I might throw another. Yeah, so she got her house and she's been at peace. Now, Tasaki now all of a sudden want to come back out on an episode from Baddies where she got jumped. But like I said, I think something triggered where that she did to Krishan, and Krishan was bitching about it to her friends, and we didn't see the bitching that she had to her friends. They was all
they come out yet, though, right?
Right, and
it's next.
They always say next, but they don't never play it when it comes on. They give you that little. They always say they give you that preview, and that be that, and now you gotta be the jigsaw puzzle person and put the shit together.
I was like, why do Krishan and say her sister?
Yeah, and then you see her sitting down talking to all her friends. Yeah. Something happened, something transpired. Her friends called themselves defending her, saw Tasaki on that cruiser and jumped her. Now her sister trying to say that Krishan set her up, that her and Natalie set her up. But if you look the week before, her and her sister tried to fight Natalie. And then the last one that just went, Natalie ran behind the security guards while they was throwing shit at Natalie. Because Natalie talking, this my show. This my shit. Y'all bitches can get off my show.
That's because she was ready to beat Natalie.
Natalie, I hate Natalie. I do not like Natalie. I'm sorry, God. I don't mean to say it. I never liked Natalie from Bad Girls Club. Never liked Natalie. She has been always throw the rock and hide her hands. She is a bully. So for her to tell somebody that they are bully, she is messy. She starts stuff and she always pick with the underdog. She always mess with people that she know she can beat up or that she know that she's scared. For example,
she fight.
No, but for example, she always fuck with the white girls. Like, why you always picking with the white girls? She not you always fucking with the white girls.
She be trying to rowdy people up, get that money.
But when Krishan and them work, when they be trying to fight her, she always run behind security. She always got security, and then she be behind security like, come on, bitch, come on. Rolly punched the shit out of her on a reunion. But on the reunion, Rolly punched her, and her eyes swelled up.
But they friends though.
They friends there. But you see how she treats Scotty?
Oh yeah, Scotty just.
And then Scotty try to make herself be important, like try to make her get respect because she started messing with that little girl that came on, and that little girl dust Scotty ass like 3 rounds.
Oh yeah, I watched
3 rounds they went, and every round that little 5-foot girl, you 5'6". That little girl like 5 feet, 100 pounds, and drug your ass.
She did. I was like, what?
Scotty don't do it.
She was just trying to do that to prove something to Natalie. Like,
exactly.
I'm like, girl, just sit down.
But
it's okay.
So
we know that you fought last season. Yeah.
So we got Krishan going with this. What is this now? Day 3 of the rant? It's day 3. So Tasaki get online. and like Krishan trying to get clout off of me. That bitch is about to be deaded. I'm about to take her fame. You know, all this like negative stuff. Like they lying. Like, I'll never speak to her again. I got Biggie with me. You know, she talking about all these people. So she talking about all this stuff about Krishan. Krishan woke up, she in a hospital. Like all this shit happened when Krishan was in a hospital and her son was getting surgery for his hernia. Damn. While she in surgery, Natalie done been on Instagram, right, just dragging her. Then her sister get online, dragging her. Then you got Blueface and his baby mama then came out with the diss song, dragging her. All this stuff then came out all in one day. This girl is in a hospital. She done went to sleep, woke up to all of this. She just got online and just let it all go. Yeah, you was touching, you lying, Tifa. Tell the truth. I forgave you. I still forgive you. But why you just can't leave my fucking name out your mouth? Why, like, leave me alone? Just leave it out. I will let it go. And then you see her sister in the background, and her sister like, Krishan, don't say nothing. Let it go. Don't say nothing. It's the sister, and Krishan like, yo. You know how Krishan be like, man, like, yo.
Which sister is with her? Because Tristan was saying that the reason he doesn't go to Cali to be with his aunt
is
because
she hangs out with the talking about Tashaki, talking about Mookie, talking about the Mookie came, Tisha ain't been on yet, and Cassidy hasn't been on there yet. So it's 5 of them. So it's Mookie, Eugene, Tisha, Tifa, and Chastity are the ones that was the touchers, allegedly the touchers. So homeboy don't come nowhere around Krishan because she still interacts
she need to get them
with
away because she got a boy.
Right. So now the mother China, which is Krishan's older sister, said that Krishan really don't ever call her, talk to her, you know, Krishan doing her thing or whatever.
The video I just watched that you had sent me, I didn't watch it all because it was like 2 hours long. She just said that they did have a night. She did just call her. She said, I was at work. I wasn't going to answer the phone. But she did say they just recently had a conversation and it went well, but she didn't disclose like what they talked about.
Right.
But
so now people trying to say that they trying to get clout off of her. They bringing it out now, but that's not true.
Yeah.
They spoke on this. If people go back to YouTube and pull up Krishan's nephew, it's gonna go back to 2 years ago where him and his mom is online talking about what happened. Man, that stuff is so bad. But what I'm saying is like when you grow up. I don't know if other people's households like that. And I hate to say Baltimore, but that's all I know. You get what I'm saying? So it could be in other states. So I'm not taking that from nobody. But I know that where I'm from, your parents tell you don't tell shit that goes on in our house. Yeah. You don't tell nobody what we got going on. You don't ask nobody for nothing. You don't go over nobody's house and eat nothing. And you don't tell my business. That's the rule. So, and then, people do have cousins. And
that's a fact, though.
People
don't talk about what's going on in the house.
Like, then you got people that got cousins, and y'all might have Christmas or holidays or different things like that. Like I said again, home. You and all your cousins, you might see them once a year, holidays or however it goes. You see them. And what's the main game that every kid play when y'all see a bunch of kids? You want to play house? You want to play?
Not these freaky ass cousins. They want to play house. They want to play tag, freeze tag, hide and go giddy or whatever that shit. Yeah,
So they saying that was the game that they was playing house. But then when he got into graphics about being in the basement. One a game get in the bed with me. 7 years old.
They was making him go in the bathroom because he said they didn't want to wash the tub out, and they told him to suck his.
They would suck him and let him and cover his mouth and tell him not to say nothing, and he would have to go clean up the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he
said.
That
was the punishment.
I guess I don't know. Now that part was kind of confusing because he was saying
she was saying that they was telling me, he was like Tifa don't like to clean, so she rather suck and fuck you than to clean up. So in other words, she was saying if you clean up, I'll do this to you. But he's 7. He like, I don't know what that mean, but I just know that that's my aunt, and that's not what we supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So he's saying, and then.
And what's sad about it is the fact that he said that the other aunt must have told her, because when this particular aunt took him into the bathroom, she said, "You want to fuck me too?" Like somebody had already told her that this is what they're doing to him. And then she went and took him, and then she started. And one of the uncles was making him suck his thing, and then the mom had came one time because she was in jail at one point.
She was in jail, and he said he ran away when he was 9
and walked from
Anne Arundel County, which is Hanover, all the way to Baltimore on Frankfurt Street. You know how far Frankfurt Street is?
Walking
from Anne Arundel County.
Sorry.
He said a 7-hour walk, and he was 9.
He was 9. He just ran away from them.
Yeah, and then what else happened? So then he was 9, and then what he said,
just move my purse.
Oh.
But you can't.
What did he say? Then
He
he
said
the mom, when she came one time, and then she asked him where he was at, and they was like, he ain't here, but they had him upstairs and was covering his mouth, so he couldn't call her his mom. And they was like, if you call her name, we're gonna make you do it again. That's one of the parts that I had to end it on because I couldn't keep watching it.
Yep. And she was like, every time he takes a drink, he just relived that trauma. He was like, I can't sleep at night. He said, that's why I'm fucked up in the head, and people wonder why I'm bad, or I can't do something because I'm fucked up. Like, I'm like, and they talking about they just making this up for a check. Like, who would go out of their way to lie about some shit like that?
Like he said, I'm 27 years old. Like, why would I want to have clout off of being molested? And he does music, so that's what he says. Is like go stream my music. Like the reason y'all hear, like I don't believe that he cares about it. He just is like, y'all only hear. He said, I woke up one day and y'all in my comments like she's talented and she's this and why you lying on her? He was like, I'm not lying. And he's like, what the fuck is how's she talented? She's just naked. And she dances or whatever.
He was like, talking about Tifa. He was like, he was like, I would never pay nothing. He said, when my mom let her come stay at our house, he said, I made my mom make her leave because it was a trigger. And then he was like, every time he see her, he'd be like, you know what you did to me. And she's in denial. And then she goes, well, somebody was touching my kids too. Like, really? That's your comeback. This man telling you that you know what you did to me, and your comeback is my kids was touched too. So are you saying that you touched him? What are you saying?
Basically, she's saying
so the mom China said when he said it, he came in the house and he said, what the fuck is she doing here? She started playing with the doorknob, trying to leave, like not even answer, like not even saying like no I didn't or no type of shit like that. So when you ain't answer, you're not saying you didn't, and you talking about a whole nother topic like you guilty. And I'm just trying to figure out though, at that moment though, China, why didn't her ass get beat immediately?
Why did she live? Right. So what China said is when you siblings or you family, you try to forgive your family and work through it.
Who is China?
China's the oldest sister. The mama
Who's
to
the mother
nephew.
of this Krishan's first nephew.
Oh, his mother.
Yes. And she was in jail when this happened to him. She had to go to jail. So he lived with the grandmother then she got 12 kids. So she had her kids and the nephew and Krishan and Petey, which was only 3 and 2. Would you say 3 and 2 at the time? They was babies at the time. So he was like, Krishan couldn't do nothing, but Krishan, remember, as she started getting older, that the father of Petey is not her father. Krishan didn't meet her father until she became famous. So the man that got punched in the face is actually her stepfather. And the stepfather was touching.
Is that who touched China? Allegedly?
Yes, allegedly touched China. China got a different father. So she's not alone.
And which is why every Tuesday you can join their live from 2 to 6. And if you've ever experienced anything like that, you can go on there and you can.
That's what
you can talk about it with other people who may have experienced something.
So
like
China
that.
and her son got
They got a little platform where you know what I'm saying. That's what
Tuesday,
every Tuesday they go live on. I think it's YouTube from 2 to 6,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why I couldn't even really watch the other one because it was like so many people was just coming on there, and it's just like so many people really have been molested,
Mm-hmm.
and because in the Black household and whatever, and I don't even like saying in the Black. I ain't never been in a white household or whatever, so I don't know how that works. So I don't want to say like it's just Black.
Too.
Yeah, everybody, but it's just like a lot of people really have, and it's just really sad.
Yeah, you cannot tell nothing.
Yeah,
and y'all how like. Man, like that's like the store too. When you go in the store, you better not. You better not touch nothing.
Let me tell you a real live experience. One time, my son came. I don't give a fuck who you are. Now, I hated that I had to do this, but I did it because first of all, I'm a fucking mom, and this is my son, and he is my heart. So he came home one day, and he went to go. He was just starting to use the bathroom, whatever, and I went to go wipe him. Because he couldn't wipe himself. He's like, oh, my butt. And I was like, what's wrong with your butt? He's talking about my dad. My dad touched my butt. And I'm like, okay. Now I'm not saying that.
Yeah. But you know, I'm calling.
I'm like, okay, hold up.
Calling to find out what happened.
Yeah.
What's
so
going
I
down.
called his mom. And she was like, do you think he did? I was like, listen, I don't think nobody would do that. But I'm just telling you. So I worked at the hospital at the time, at a pediatric hospital. So I knew when kids would come in, I knew the protocol, what it was to kind of ask kids like certain questions. So they would have dolls, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he had these little TY dolls that I have. I used to go to the gift shop all the time and buy him all types of stupid ass shit he didn't even need. But I had a boy doll and a girl doll. And now that I think about it, I don't know why the fuck about my son this girl doll, but I did anyway. But the little boy, right? So when you're a kid and you go and you talk to these people and they're asking you certain questions, they'll present a doll to you so that you can show where you may have been touched. And so that's why. So I bring this. So and then at the time he's not answering the phone because he out here cheating and everything like that. So when I'm calling, he's not answering the phone.
Right.
So I can't. Now I'm getting pissed. So I asked my son, I'm like, where your dad touch you at? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you talking about? Mm-hmm. So he takes the doll, pulls the pants down and turns it over and points on his butt.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whoa, like, no.
What's going on? Right.
The fuck? So he ain't answering the phone, going over there. So his mom, as I'm already pulling up in the fucking parking lot, his mom like, man, please don't go over there. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Man, when I tell y'all, I knocked on the door because I want to we about to get to the bottom of this. When I tell you this man came out the house, eyes red, bawling, crying. I get it. I understand. Like, how the fuck could you even ever think? I'm not thinking this. Let me just show you what just happened. Let me show you what I just experienced. Right. And then you not answering the phone. And so he came, as soon as he came out the door, that nigga pushed me. I slid all the way across the hall. I get up. He's pushing me, kept pushing me, which I'm not even upset. I'm like, yo, like, I understand. I would be just that upset if somebody said I molested my son. I get it. But hear me out. Mm-hmm. He's not trying to hear that. This nigga grabbed me by my neck, slams me on the car. So there was this lady walking by. She's seen that. So she don't know what's going on. She calls the police. So he is an educator. So when the police pull up, that's what's so fucked up about it too. It's like, I got little scrapes on my hand. They're ready to take him to jail. I didn't want that to happen because you ain't about to be able to be a teacher. No, this is about to ruin your fucking life.
I just want understanding, right?
So long story short, these motherfuckers, but I'm saying, like, I don't care who it is, I'm going to still question you, and I'm ready to go. That's what I'm saying. As soon as my son came in and said that, I would have beat your ass.
Especially when he ran away and it took you 7 hours to get to me. Yeah. He said, as soon as I got to my mom,
we would have pulled up back over to grandma's house.
He said that they did go back. He said they pulled up in a black car, and he said they went into mom's house and she was ready to fuck everybody. I don't want to leave that story off like that. Let's just get this out here. When the cops got called and they came out and they talked to him, they talked to us separate, and they was like, because it was this one cop, he was really trying to push. Like, I was like, listen, I don't want to press no charge, like nothing. He's like, well, when you have visible scars, I was like, I don't care about this shit. I just want to make sure. I felt so bad because it's like I didn't want to accuse him of that, right? Mm-hmm. So long story short, y'all know what it was? This nigga's so cheap. He didn't have toilet paper at the time, and he wiped his butt with a Chipotle napkin, and it scratched his butt. But because he was damn near a baby, I think he may have been like 3 or 4, maybe 5. He couldn't really talk. Telling you where it hurt at.
He was just trying to tell you where it hurt, but he got a scratch on his butt from the napkin. Mm. Because his dad white and he is rough. Like, this nigga's just rough. And them Chipotle, you don't rub them napkins like this before you wipe your ass with it. Daddy will cut your ass.
Baby was hurt.
So he was just hurt. And then, that's what I'm saying. So it would have been the same. If I would have wiped his ass, it would have been the same thing. Like my mom touched me, but it wasn't even like that. And then you also don't ask a kid a certain type of, you got to be able to ask them the right questions. Like, you don't just say like,
brutally honest.
Yeah, you know, like, cause you don't want to put it in their head, like, oh yeah, like he did touch me, like, but really no, like he touched you, but he was just wiping your butt, right? Like he didn't know how to communicate that with me as a mom. Like, no, he wiped me and it hurt. Like it was just like my dad touched me. So when you bend a doll over and you pull the pants down, you point to the butt, and I've seen it working in a pediatric hospital for a living. It's just like, okay, these are the signs that like this is what kids do when they are being molested or whatever. But it wasn't like I never would have. But again, if it would have been my daddy, my mama, my sisters, my brothers, a cousin. I don't give a fuck who you are. I would have did the same exact thing. So, and then like you were saying, like when they pulled up, I mean, I don't know, like I would have waited. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. He went into telling the story of what happened after he told his mom, but he pulled up in a black car. My mom get up ready to wreck shit. That's what he said. And